神が行えば善となることも人が行えばこれ皆悪となり罪となるのだ。
How's it going, guys? Man Lights Archie back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are looking at the brand new LR Fusion ZAMASU at 55%. We did manage to get a copy. We got them very quickly off a time machine animation, which I am absolutely ecstatic about. I do have a video recording of it. Maybe I should upload this short to YouTube. But yeah, we did manage to get him, and we're going to be showing him off today. His leader skill is Realm of Gods, Worldwide Chaos, or Fuse Fighters, category 3 key, and HP attack and defense plus 170%, plus additional HP attack and defense plus 30% for characters who also belong to the Time Travelers or Final Trump Card category. Now, what makes these guys so strong, both Vegito and ZAMASU, is the fact they also lead Extreme Class, well, ZAMASU specifically, leads Extreme Class for 3 key and 150% attack and defense. HP attack and defense. That means we do not have to worry about, you know, what kind of units we can run. We can run any unit we want on the team, so I'm very happy about that. It makes it really, really strong. So his passive, his super attack firstly, is True Test of God. He greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy, and greatly lowers defense. He also has the 18 key, which is the Divine Hammer. He massively raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers attack. What you're gonna notice about this guy is he throws out very heavy, hard attack stats. So we'll get into it as we get kind of further on into the showcase. But let's talk about his passive. His passive is ZAMASU shall rule all. He activates the intro animation once only and reduces damage received by 20% for 4 turns from the start of turn, plus an additional 20% damage reduction for the first turn. And there is another Realm of Gods category allowed on the same team at the start of the attacking turn. He gets Key plus 6 and attack and defense plus 100%, and Key plus 3 and additional attack and defense plus 50% when there are no Realm of God category enemies. That is only an issue in one fight, which is of course Red Zone Goku Black. As he's Realm of Gods, this guy can get hit pretty hard in there once he loses the 40% damage reduction from his intro. He has a high chance of performing a critical hit. He reduces damage received by 40%, and he gets an additional 50% attack defense when receiving an attack, and if HP is 70% or less when receiving an attack, he gets another 50% defense. So he gets 100% overall when you're below 70% HP. He loses an additional attack, which has a high chance of becoming a super attack within the same turn after receiving an attack, and he gets an additional 25% attack with each attack received. So overall, what you're going to notice is this guy, when we get the full passive, he's going to be hitting very, very hard. But that's not all we have. We do also have the active skill, which is Omnipresent, which of course leads into the brand new Domain ability. This can be activated at the 5th turn from the start of turn when your HP is 70% or less. So it has to bear in mind, it has to be ZAMASU's 5th turn, not the 5th turn overall in battle. So ZAMASU, if he comes out on turn 2, it's turn 6. If he's in slot 7, it's turn 7. So it can be, you know, a bit of a wait to get it out. But you also can do it if you have a Future Saga category ally attacking the same turn, or you're against a Future Saga category enemy at the 7th turn from the start of battle. Of course, he then goes into the Infinite ZAMASU domain, and he raises Extreme Class Allies key by 3 and becomes omnipresent for 5 turns. So let's get into Infinite ZAMASU. So, of course, his super attack effect is the Light of Doom. He greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, and his super attack, 18 key super attack, is ZAMASU's Justice and Order. He massively raises attack for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and cause mega colossal damage to all enemies. So he's an AoE and 18 key, but that's not a big deal. Usually AoE units are kind of shafted in regards to what they get, but this guy is not one of those units. So his passive is a universe named ZAMASU. He nullifies all attacks directed at this character, gets a 4 key and 300% attack, and changes AGL and STR key spheres to TEQ key spheres. He also provides Worldwide Chaos category allies 60% defense with 4 or more key spheres obtained. So this guy, just like when you get him out, you can't be touched for multiple turns. So we'll see that, we'll see if we can get that out. It's a bit more difficult on this guy's team because his team can be really hard hitting. But overall, he is absolutely a fantastic unit. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go into Red Zone Freezer, I think, and we'll try and get him out there. And we'll see how things go. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. And actually, one thing I think do actually have to mention as well, though. Domain has something. So look. The domain is also listed here. He gets domain effects. He increases damage received by super class for enemies and allies by 30%. So super class allies actually take more damage against this guy, as opposed to, you know, your allies take more damage and your enemies take more damage from your teammates. So let's not waste time. In fact, let's go into the red zone gamma stage. I think that'll be more interesting because we can get the domain and we can see if there's a notable difference in the damage taken by the gammas. So let's not waste any time. Let's get in there with the team we're going to be running and let's see how things go. Okay, guys, so here we are in Red Zone Gamma 1 and 2. Of course, we get both ZAMASUs in turn 1, which is a massive annoyance, but we'll live with it. We also have AGL ZAMASU on the team, who has been easy A, so we'll be seeing a lot of performance out of him. So that's not wasting time. We have got the ton of... We don't really want to watch the intro animations, so let's just kind of get into this. Overall, what you're going to notice, this is going to be a time with no big bad bosses. So I'm going to float my ZAMASU off and we'll leave the friend one with Piccolo Jr. Like, bear in mind, I am running Piccolo Jr. He is rainbowed and he is actually going to put on a show. But one thing to keep in mind is that like Piccolo Jr. is like basically a must run on ZAMASU's team. Like, there's no reason to ever not run him. We do have a bit of a gamble here right now, though. We've got a 70% chance to guard from Super Boo, so we need to hope that he does come through with it. If he doesn't, then, well, that sucks. So we can start here. No big bad bosses from this guy, and he's already brought out 7 million into like a 5 million attack stat. Of course, he's absolutely tanking all the hits he's getting. All right, Super Boo. Come on, don't let me down. Don't let me down, please. Just guard. Super Boo. Well, we're below 70% HP. So that's nice. We're already below 70% HP for the domain expansion. Am I right, fellas? So, that sucks. But, of course, double ZAMASU taking the double digits from the super attack. 80% damage reduction really does go a long way. So, sorry about that, guys. We will keep Goku Black and ZAMASU in slot 1, and we'll be floating off. We'll be floating off Gowasu and ZAMASU. I like them, but they will take damage here, so I don't really want to take the chance. Of course, they are easy aid as well, so they should be fine in regards to taking normals, but a super attack would be like catastrophic for them. So these guys can get their stacks up to build up their super attack, they build up their passive. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're mostly done. Of course, the ZAMASU here, 3.98. Don't have to worry about him taking any damage. He's got 30% damage reduction. He also heals, so even if he took a super attack, we would be perfectly fine. And then Gowasu and ZAMASU can do what they need to do. They get more defense against a super class ally, so they haven't got to worry. I really do wish these guys for their easy did get a 70% chance to dodge, because it would have really made their team, like ZAMASU's team, just that little bit better. Because I think the one issue with ZAMASU's team is the fact that the Chilai is like a really good support, but Chilai is a, you know, Chilai's 150%, so you really do run the risk of taking damage when you run her. All right, this rainbow ZAMASU is just decided to absolutely go crazy. True Test of God. Of course, we do have the high chance to crit, so any type of super attacks is just good damage. Piccolo Jr. of course is going to finish him off here because it's Piccolo Jr. Best TUR in the game. This is absolutely crazy. Got rainbow this guy for celebration, and I'm very happy to have done so. Like, we'll see some performance from him when we get to that AoE turn. We'll see it. Trust me, we'll see it. Okay, so we have now TEQ ZAMASU on this turn. So my ZAMASU, 55% full level 10 linked, as you see here, with linked with AGL ZAMASU, starts at 199k defense. Remember, he gets 50% on hits, so he's at like 300k, just below. And then he also raises defense on super attack, so he hasn't got to worry about really taking any damage on this turn. Do I want to put him in slot 1 or do I want to put him in slot 2? I'll put him in slot 1 because I want to get as much build up for him as I can. But in most situations, you'll want to run this guy in slot 2 at a certain point, because, especially with AGL ZAMASU, because AGL ZAMASU is going to become like a great slot 1 tank. So 1, 2. Okay, so 14 million. Right off the bat. 14 million. That's 55%. We had a 50% chance to do an additional super attack. So he's fully built up now, okay. So 9.3, 7.37. So we can now start doing kind of like what the rotation wants us to do, which is put ZAMASU in slot 2 While this guy kind of chills in slot 1, because as you can see here, he's just taking absolutely no damage. These guys, they still have one more turn of guard, so if they get super attacks, it's not a big deal, but it actually would be helpful, because then I could get the domain expansion out. Oh, they're already fully built up, so I don't have to worry about taking any damage. So the Rainbow Friend is at 305k defense, remember, 50%, so they're at what, 450? You know, they get all their defense raises. Of course, if we get another hit with another one, they'd be at 600k defense. It's absurd how much damage this guy, how much defense this guy can have, and how tanky he can be. Because remember, he still has the 40% damage reduction at all times. Not really going to worry about Gowasu and ZAMASU here, because I feel like we're just going to kill. So this could do a little bit of damage. So 450k, 40% damage reduction, so yeah, 340k. So like when he starts like losing the damage reduction, he can be kind of caught, I guess. But like it's not enough to make the difference where he just dies straight away. But we're going to see on this next turn, we're going to get a pretty crazy rotation from this guy. So we'll do this. So now we're on turn 5. So if I really wanted to, which I'm probably going to do, I can just pop the domain expansion, which I think I am going to do. So yeah, let's pop the domain expansion. Do I want to see how my ZAMASU tanks now? He has lost all his passive. So you know what, actually I'm going to take the chance, but what I am going to do is I am going to pop Super Boost at the skill. I rarely get to get this off, so I'm interested to see it. Let's get this out there. Let's get this out there. It is such a weird active skill, but I just really like it. But yeah, so we've got that out now. So I'll break one of his attacks. We'll focus on Gamma 2, and we'll see if we can do enough damage to kill him there. We'll do this, and this will give Super Boo his 18 key, which is what we really want. So let's see. Did we break? Maybe we broke Gamma 2 super attack. So he's taking a little bit of damage there from Gamma 1, but only 12k. 14 million again. So he hits really hard. I say for 55%. Like, I'm only doing this for the case sake of testing, but 9.83 on the additional. So 21 million. 50% chance to crit. So what I would personally do probably, if I was running 55% ZAMASU in like a profit showcase where I want to win, I probably would put him in slot 2 from like turn 4 onwards, because this guy is just such a great tank, so he hasn't got to worry about taking any damage. And of course he stacks up, you know, attack and defense. 4.47 super boost. Just your intro animation, I know that much. But how much do you take? Oh, additional super, that's nice. Now I need your guarding, because if you don't guard, we're in a bit of trouble if you get super attacks. Ooh, oh, we gotta do this. We have to do this. If you guys want to see a show, you're about to see a show. So let's not waste any time. Let's get these out. So we're gonna get the domain out, and then we'll go into what we're planning next. Okay, it's so good. It's so good. So what we got here, we've got the domain expansion out. So of course we have got these guys are now going to be taking 30% more additional damage from any type of hits they get. But we remember, once we get 4 key spheres with ZAMASU, we will be providing additional defensive support. But I think you guys know what I'm going for with this, because if I do this, I take extra damage. But we also have something here where we can see a very high attack stat, and we can see the absolute value this guy brings to the table. So I'm going to pop Piccolo Jr.'s active skill. We're going to do it in slot 2. And then we're going to put him in slot 1. And we're just going to see an absolute manhandling from him right here. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Let's see what. Okay, so we've just popped the active skill. So let's see what Piccolo Jr. is right now. 853k defense. We're going to put him in slot 1. So then we can do this, and we can grab these tech keys. We can grab those key spheres. And then we can grab these tech. And remember, grab the tech, he provides 60% defense. So let's see how Piccolo Jr. changes when we do this. So we'll do this, and we are now at 1 million defense on Piccolo Jr. Sorry, this is meant to be a ZAMASU showcase, but Piccolo Jr. just gets me very excited. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we won't be killing this turn, I presume. So we'll see how things go. We'll see what ZAMASU brings out. We won't be able to get my ZAMASU's domain because I want to see how he kind of tanked. But as you can see, the domain is just really powerful. It's really useful for the rest of the team. Because look, yeah, Goku Black and ZAMASU now are a 675k defense, 152 from this one, but he doesn't take any damage. It's insane. But yeah, let's just get this turn now. I'm excited. What are we gonna get here, Piccolo? So we break that, 56k, and then 16 million. Okay. Now, if you only want to do one, I'm not gonna be fast this time because it gives me a bit more opportunity to get ZAMASU showcase. Yeah, there we go. So look, 12 million from this guy. 12. Like, look at the damage, and look, remember he's doing additional damage to superclass. Look how much damage he took there. And then no damage whatsoever in return. This is honestly the most powerful active skill in the game now. Because it supports, it does a lot of damage, it makes superclass enemies get hit harder. It's absurdly strong. So look, so this is done now. I think I'll transform AGL ZAMASU just in case we don't kill with my one. And we'll see what the attacks that he brings out. So let's get a transformation for him.
光を我を撃て悪を滅せぬ弱き神は不要なり
Okay, that's sick. So, like, I think this is basically done at this point. Like, but this is ZAMASU. His team is absurdly powerful. He is a great slot 1 unit. He's just recently got the best easy ATUR. 16 million, okay. Remember, ZAMASU do provide support if they're against a full super class, a full Realm of Gods category rotation. So that was 55%, 16 million with a 50% chance to crit. And if he got hit beforehand, he would have had a 50% chance to do an additional super attack. Like, ZAMASU is crazy. I think out of the 2 new units, I think ZAMASU is clearly the better unit. Like, pretty much for free. He does everything so well. But that is 55% ZAMASU. We got to see the domain effect. We got to see the difference it makes in regards to damage taken. We got to see how he takes no damage. We got to see how he helps other units. How well he has worked with his partners. That is everything. So thank you guys all for watching. Have a good day, night, morning, evening, wherever you guys are. I'll see you on the next one. And take care.